Deb Cooper with the Canine Chronicle, bringing you Table Talk Live from Westminster Kennel Club 2020. And we are on day 3 actually, Tuesday. And I am here with Elizabeth Salewsky, and we are going to talk to you today about the breed characteristics of the St. Bernard. So Elizabeth, tell me a little bit about what you view as the primary breed characteristics of this breed.
Well, the first part in the standard talks about that it's supposed to be a proportionately tall figure, strong and muscular in every part. When you're looking at the St. Bernard, that's something that you should see everywhere you look at them, from the ears all the way to the tail.
And what about the head?
The head is a very significant part to our standard. Again, in every part of the St. Bernard, it's supposed to be muscular and big, included. So the muzzle needs to be thick and heavy, as long with the top of the head. Judges need to be able to look and say, wow, that is a very powerful, imposing figure when they look at the St. Bernard.
Okay, why don't we stack Sandy up, and why don't you show me how you would prefer the judge to examine the breed?
On a grooming table, but I'm tall, so I'm able to do this. When most working breeds, you want to stack them with their forearms straight up and down and very strong. You want to make sure that you show the good shoulder lay back when you're stacking the dog. Hock straight up and down. And then when the judge comes up to the dog, which I'm going to cut in front of you and show you here. When the judge comes up to the dog, the most important thing for us to do, which I'll stand her up, it's fine, is when they come up to the dog, instead of just coming up from the side, us as exhibitors, we want them to come to the front so they can see how imposing our dog is and how the dog's head is one of the most important parts of the breed. We want them to see that figure. So we want them to come up to the St. Bernard. Standing up. First thing that we expect them to do is look into our dog's eyes, a nice deep set eye, and with their wrinkles that are above their head that they are allowed to have, we want the judges to look at the eye. Next, we check the ears and make sure they're not too long. Our muzzle is supposed to be wider than it is long. You want a nice stop here, so we're okay with judges putting their finger in there and making sure that this is a nice right angle. After they go over the head, then we obviously step to the side. Strong and muscular in every part. We want a nice, thick, strong neck, and then coming down and feeling that nice shoulder set, straight leg. When they're coming back to move back beyond the body, it's important for our breed because bitches, Sandy has, obviously they have nipples. We want to make sure that the judges are feeling here that their chest does not go down past the elbow. So using their hands, feeling down the elbow, a nice strong top line, feeling the top line all the way back and into the rear, strong and muscular at the angles, nice and strong. At the back of the leg into a nice, strong, thick, and sturdy tail. I will say this, that one of the most important things with the St. Bernard, aside from being a posing, strong figure in every part, we have two varieties. We have a smooth and we have a rough. Preferably, you'd want to put up the smooth over the St. Bernard if you have two that have the same qualities. The smooths are the ones that worked in the mountains that were able to sustain the cold. The long hairs they could get icicles, or they could drown when they get too cold. So that is our ideal way of going over the St. Bernard. Movement, when it comes to movement, it doesn't really talk about it in the standard. So what we like to say is, when a judge looks at the St. Bernard, is this dog going to be able to come rescue me in the snow?
Thank you so much. St. Bernard, Elizabeth, we'll see you soon.